Hey, what's happening, boys? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you've all had a good Saturday. Right, we've got the third round, the Shanghai Masters tomorrow, but as I'm sure you're well aware, we had a bit of rain today, didn't we? So quite a few of them got pushed onto tomorrow's lot. I'm not sure how many games of round three we actually get, if we get any tomorrow, but nevertheless, I'm still going to run through them and break them down. Before I do that, I'm going to do a quick recap of the games that we picked out yesterday, which ones finished, which ones didn't, whatnot. But before I do, drop a like, subscribe if you want to. You don't have to. Appreciate it if you do. So today was, like I said, we didn't get through many. The first one was Cameron Norrie and JJ Wolf. We're still waiting for that to finish. I think Norrie just got the break in the third set, so he's up 3-2. He's got the serve. I'm feeling quite good about that one. The only one that actually managed to come through all day from the ones I picked was, the ones I had on me bet was Matteo Arnaldi beats Jan-Lennard Struff. I was happy with that. I was a bit unsure how it was going to finish, if I'm being honest, but he got it done. Good lad. And the other one was Christian Garin versus Daniel Medvedev. I said, didn't I, take Medvedev -5.5, under 19.5. Any of them would have got you some dough. And then a couple more started and got interrupted, and then the rest of them didn't even manage to get off. There was a few more, but I didn't go through them ones. So we're still waiting for Arthur Fee, Davidovich Fokina, Mikhail Kukushkin, Dan Evans, Dimitrov, Vukic, Lehechka, Schwartzman, Zakayev, Kachinov, and I think Manarino and Singh. So we're still waiting on them for round two. The ones that are still in play, so we've got Van der Sandschulp and Hugo Humbert. That's still at 2-2. That's in the first set. I've just said Cameron Norrie. Excuse me. Cameron Norrie's up 3-2 in the third set. He's serving. And I suppose the big question mark that remains is still Francis Tiafoe and Lorenzo Sonego, isn't it? No. We said yesterday we'd lean towards Tiafoe. After the first set, I was like, okay, this is going to be nice and easy, but, we're in the third set now, pretty much 24 hours later, and we're still in the same boat, aren't we, boys? Let's face it. 6-2 in the first set for Tiafoe, 6-2 in the second for Sonego. Sonego was up 2-1 in the third. When it resumes, Tiafoe's got the serve. I didn't put any money on it today. I probably still won't be putting no money on it tomorrow, but if I had to pick something, you'd still probably lean with Tiafoe, wouldn't you? I'm just thinking tomorrow, new day. Both of them are fresh. Look what happened in the first set today when they were both fresh. I don't know. Approach that one with caution. If you've got to anyway, I mean, I'd just stay away from it, personally. And I think that's all of them from round two. Yeah, that's all of them. So, we're still waiting on Andrew, Rublev and Hallis as well. I need that one. Fokina and Arthur Fee and Dimitrov and Vukic. So they're the three I need for me bet, and obviously Cam Norrie. Right, let's get cracking with this one, shall we? So round three, we have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 games in round three. The first one's Casper Ruud and Christopher Eubanks. So spreads 3.5, totals 22.5. Good game. Head to head, one apiece. I think Ruud won last time. That was last March. Both times have been on the hard court as well. Casper Ruud's just beat Nishioka. Nishioka being someone who we've spoke about quite a lot already on this channel, quite highly of, may I add. We beat him 7-5 and then fucking bageled him in the second set, so quite a good performance from Rude. Eubanks, on the other hand, just went 3 sets with Yannick Hanf when he dropped the first one and then came back to win the second and the third 6-3, 6-2. Is it just me, or do we think Eubanks could keep this one pretty close at the very least? Because we've said Casper Ruud hasn't really been that impressive since the French Open, but this is a bit of a tough pick because Casper Ruud, I can't see him winning this one outright, but I don't know, man. Like, Eubanks has got a really good serve. That serve's brilliant on this surface if he can sort of come to grips with it again. I keep looking at the +3.5. Eubanks +3.5 looks more appealing than Casper Ruud just to win outright. I don't know. But then again, total's 22.5. This could go over, Do you fancy Eubanks to win a set? He could do. Definitely could be a tiebreaker in this one, a tiebreaker 6-4. I can see that. I'd maybe look at the over in this one because pretty much everything looks enticing in this game. This is a bit of a weird one to pick from, +3.5, Rude outright, over 22.5. There's 3. Take your pick. I don't think I'm going to bet on this one personally, but I think Eubanks +3.5 was my first pick. The more I think about it, I'm starting to talk myself off of it, but yeah, I don't know. Choice is yours on that one. Let me know what you think. Second game is Sebastian Korda, Daniel Medvedev. Spread's 4.5, total is 21.5. This is a decent game. I think this will be a bit more interesting than what the bookies do. Let's not forget, Sebastian Korda beat Medvedev at the start of the year in the Australian Open, didn't he? And the price was virtually the same back then as what it is now. Both been in pretty well, more than pretty well, fairly decent form, haven't they, as of late? They've both just lost in the final, separate finals, obviously. Turnaround for Medvedev might be a little bit shorter than it was for Korda, but you've got to take Medvedev in this one. You should know by now how I feel about Medvedev. I think he's brilliant, and it's just so hard to go against them, isn't it? It's so hard to go against them. Even with him already being beat by Korda at the start of the year, we've spoke about it earlier on through the week. Korda is coming back from injuries. He is definitely got back into his stride, and he's not 100%. He's like 95% of the way back to where he should be. I still think Medvedev gets it done. Total's a little bit higher than the Medvedev game yesterday, but rightly so. It's 21.5. I don't know. I don't know. I don't even really like the 4.5. I have a -4.5, +4.5. This is a very, very weird one. I say it's a very weird one. We'll probably come to tomorrow and Medvedev would have just smoked them like 6-3, 6-0 or something. I don't know. I'd also approach that one with caution, but you can get on the right side of that. You'll be flying. Game number 3. Haven't really got much for this one. Hubert Hurkacz versus, well, we call him Sue, don't we? Easy win for Hurkacz here. I think he wins it in 2. Yeah, can't see Sue getting a breaker serve in this one. Spread's 3.5. Total 21.5. I think Hurkacz -3.5 is probably the easiest pick you're going to get out of the round 3 games. Yeah, that's easy. Moving on. Now, this is probably, well, this and the next one, I think, are the best 2 games. So we've got Dusan Lazovic versus Fabian Marozsan. So spread's 1.5 and the total is 23.5. I really like Fabian Marazon. I really like him. Both of these are more clay players, aren't they? These are clay babies, these two, but Dusan Lazovic, we all know by now, he's more than capable of pulling off big wins, going on big runs in these tournaments. I've been really impressed with Marazon his past two games, though. The last two wins that he's got in this tournament, he's been an underdog in both. He beat Artur Rinderknech in two, and he fucking smoked Alex de Minaur as well. So he is the younger player. I think he's got the highest ceiling. Considering the line so close, I feel quite comfortable taking Fabian Marazon to win this one outright. I really do. I could be missing something, but I don't think I am. Let me know what you think about this one in the comments. I'd really, really like to hear what you've got on that. Game 5, just as good as the previous one. This is Martin Fucsovics versus Francisco Cerundolo. Spread's 2.5 and the total is 22.5. Now I really like both of these players. I think it's the first time meeting each other. Cerundolo's just had two tiebreakers with Mackenzie McDonald. Don't know, he's won 3 in a row. Martin Fucsovics on the other hand, obviously, beat Denis Yevseyev in 2. He's just beat OJ Aliassime in 3. And he looked decent doing it as well. We took him to win a set in that game. I really liked what I seen in that match, and he's quite a decent underdog in this game too. I'm going to take him to win a set in this one, but plus 2.5. Fucking hell, my throat's going, sorry. I'm losing my voice. Martin Fucsovics plus 2.5. Martin Fucsovics to win a set. Personally, I think this is a really good dog. I think he wins this one outright. Yeah, do you reckon? I do. I haven't really seen that much of Cerundolo lately. I don't know whether that's just I've been missing him or he hasn't really played as much as I'm used to seeing him play. I don't know. I haven't really been paying attention. But I can't look away from Fucsovics in this one. I really can't. It's got to be Martin Fucsovics for me. Take him to win a set, take him plus 2.5, take him to win outright if you're brave, but he's the one for me in this one, boys, all day. Game number 6 is Ben Shelton, Roman Safiullin. Now this is a weird one, the spread's just half a game, just half a point. Total's 23.5. Split right down the middle, isn't it? I mean, Buki's obviously expecting a very, very close one here and probably a very long one, but Roman Safiullin's just beat Andy Murray and he just battered Zverev, didn't he? Just dispatched him like he was nothing. I've been really, really impressed with the way he's been playing the past couple of months. I said this line's so close, but that's only because Shelton's ranked well higher than him. But how much of that's to do with these little runs that he goes on in these big tournaments? I still think Roman Safiullin's the better player at the moment, even though he's not ranked as higher. Heads heads 1-0 to Safiullin. I'm sure that was last year. He's already beaten him before. Ben Shelton's won 4 of his last 5, but he beat Jaume Munar yesterday 6-4, 6-4. I think Safiullin gets this one done, boys. I really do. And like I said with the Fabian Marazon pick as well, considering the line's so close on this, I'm more... oh my God. Oh, that was embarrassing. 1 second. Oh, fuck me. Right. What was I saying? Yeah, I really fancy Roman Safiullin in this one, boys. The price is brilliant as well. I think I'm not going to say he wins this one comfortably, but I'm more than happy to put some money on him to win this outright. Yeah, not a problem for me. That Romans are fueling all day. Game number 7 is probably another easy and quick one. Yannick Sinner versus Sebastian Baez. Now, this is Yannick Sinner all day, isn't it? He's won 6 in a row. He's just beat he beat Medvedev in the final the other week, didn't he? Sebastian Baez has just beat Dane Sweeney, but I spoke about this the other day. I'm not taking anything from that. And he could have beat Dane Sweeney 6-0, 6-0, and I still think the same about this game. What was the spread? 5.5. Spread's 5.5. Total's 19.5. Same as the Medvedev game today, boys. I think Yannick Sinner minus 5.5 is probably your best look if you bet in this game. I'm not personally, but I'd probably look at the under as well. Under 19.5. I don't think Sebastian Baez is going to stand a chance against Yannick Sinner. I really don't. In fact, yeah. Do you think there's many people out there taking Baez plus 5.5? I don't imagine there is. I'm not one of them anyway. Let me know if you are. I'm not touching that game. And the last one of round number 3 tomorrow is, I think this is one we've sort of been waiting for after the other day. This is a Zhang versus Nakashima. Spread's 1.5. There's a lot of money coming in on Zhang, and rightly so. Spread's 1.5. Totals 23.5. Now, Zhang's been really good lately, hasn't he? He's been really good. He battered Gasquet in the first round. He had a really, really good game with Echeverry the other day. Someone said in the comments as well, he was really impressed with him. I totally agree with you, mate. He can make anyone struggle, give anyone a hard time, especially on a hard court. You know, we should really go without mentioning, but Nakashima's just beat Holger Rune, but that was absolute bollocks, weren't it? Let's face it. He beat Zapata Morales the game before that, but that Holger Rune one, man, fucking, I still can't get over that. I still can't. And the same person who commented about Zhang having a good game about Echeverry, I can't remember your name. You know you are if you're watching. Also followed it up with, we'll be taking Zhang to beat Nakashima in this one, and you know what, mate? As soon as you said it, my eyes lit up because I was like, that's exactly what I thought. I can't agree more with you. And it's got to be Zhang, hasn't it? We've got to take Zhang in this game. Personally, I think he takes it outright, but plus 1.5 seems to be the play here, boys. I'm not letting that Holger Rune performance persuade me into thinking that Brandon Nakashima is now like top 10 material. That was just a fucking glitch in the matrix, weren't it? Let's face it. I'll be taking Zhang in this one. Yeah. That's the only way I can go. It's the only way I want to go anyway. Don't fancy betting on Nakashima in this one. No. Not convinced by the Holger Rune win. Even the one before it, we spoke about him earlier on in the week. He's lost 4 in a row before this tournament. He's had quite the stinker. Zhang has been fairly consistent the past couple of months, so Zhang plus 1.5 all day, boys. Oh, I hope he wins. I'd love him to win. Really, really want him to win. But yeah, that's your lot. That's all of them. Like I said at the start, I'd be very, very surprised if we get to see all of these, even if half of them, there's quite a few round 2 games that need finishing off tomorrow, and who knows what the weather's going to be like. It might be pissing down again, so we might only get through a couple. Nevertheless, we've still got some tennis. Opportunity beckons, fellas. I haven't actually got a bet sorted out right now, but if I was to pick one off the top of my head, I would be going for Fabian Marozsan to win, Martin Fucsovics to win a set, probably. Maybe Martin Fuskowicz plus 2.5. Roman Safulin to win, and Zhang plus 1.5. Now, just looking at what I've got in front of me here, I imagine you'd get fairly decent odds for that. Yeah, like I said, I haven't checked, but you can have a look yourselves, see what it is. And yeah, that's it. Let me know in the comments what you're going for, if you're going for anything. And yeah, thanks for watching. I appreciate you. Take it easy, take care of yourself, and I'll see you tomorrow. Nice one.